Hi, this is Adam Tomiczek, and this is my world of motorcycles.
He was so excited, he slept all night holding that motorcycle.
He definitely really wanted to ride. No, it wasn't just a childish enthusiasm. He simply wanted to ride. There were many attempts to get him to choose something else. It was like a dream come true, and well, we bought a motorcycle and I thought it would just be a short-term adventure. We didn't really expect, what it has turned into now. The idea was different, for him to grow up with a motorcycle during his younger years.
Hi, my name is Adam Tomiczek. I've been riding motorcycles for 12 years, and for the past 3 years I've been riding a Dakar motorcycle. I'm from Sizin, and that's where I took my first steps on a motorcycle. The motocross track is very close to my family home, so we had it really nearby. And after just a few weeks of riding a motorcycle, I immediately started competing on the Czech side in low-level competitions, and so I kept moving up in the ranks of those competitions until I ended up in the cross-country World Cup.
When he wants something and really wants it, he can do it. He can do a lot, maybe too much.
Before that, there were some attempts with little bikes or something, but it was kind of half joking, half serious. But eventually we bought a motorcycle, and it all started with an injury. Right away in the first half of the season, actually just like with me, though a bit different, and I thought that would calm things down, that his enthusiasm would fade, but it turned out to be quite the opposite.
He broke his arm right here on the track. It turned out that his arm had to be surgically fixed. I come to Adam and he asks, "Mom, did you ask the doctor when I'll be able to ride again?"
So once he decided that he was going to keep riding after all, we'd already gone through the first injury, the first problems with the motorcycle. So for the next season we started to prepare a bit more, and I'd say we went back to our old training routines. It started with running, interval runs, and running uphill and downhill. General fitness training to get ready for riding the motorcycle in the spring.
My father, who taught me how to ride, showed me how to get started, what's important and what to focus on. And so for the first 8 years we worked together. My father helped with training every day, but later, as I had to ride more and my father had to devote himself more to work, I was left alone on the battlefield, so to speak. By competing in events and watching videos of better riders, I tried to improve my skills, and I still strive to do that today. One of the more difficult things about riding a motorcycle is moderation, because with every attempt you go faster, you get better, but eventually when a crash happens, it can sometimes have serious consequences and you might end up taking a long break.
Here you could say that someone wants to win too quickly, but I guess that's something that has to shape and define an athlete, that desire to win. Well, maybe sometimes someone wants to win too quickly and makes mistakes, and then there are injuries. Well, injuries shape an athlete, unfortunately.
You can argue, you can have your own idea how to ride a year, half a year, or even 3 years go by, and eventually, when you think back, you realize, oh, he did say that's how it is. So, yeah.
I truly think that's the very first time I've ever heard that particular statement, and not even from him directly.
For sure, I would give my heart to be able to ride even better, but you just can't do it like that, and it's a long process. And now, looking back over the years, I think that some moments were pushed too hard, so I learned from that. In the discipline I'm competing in now, I'm still one of the younger athletes, so I'd like to give myself a few years and work step by step to see where it takes me, because you know, the fact that I can really push myself and go out is obvious, but sometimes it ends up with me in the hospital and all that hard work just goes down the drain. I would put it differently. To reach the level of riding where, let's be honest, in a cross-country World Cup there are only a few riders who go really fast, right? Or in motocross, to get to what they nicely call the top tier, above all you need discipline, right? Your own personal drive and desire to do it, because no matter what field you want to be good at, obstacles will come at you from every direction, right? And if you let it get to you that someone from this or that institution told you that you are this or that and it affects you, then you don't stand a chance. And motorsport, well, it's all tough guys who show up, and if you don't fight for your place with your teeth, fists and whatever else you can, you don't stand a chance, because eventually they'll trample you. So I think you need to have a bit of craziness and definitely be very stubborn to do this, you know. From the perspective of someone who rides enduro, starting in the Dakar is a huge achievement. But in my case, as I sit here today, I've finished the Dakar in 16th place, and I'd like to beat that. I think I'm capable of improving that result, so we'll see how everything turns out. But I think that with hard work, and if everything goes well and I don't pick up any unnecessary injuries, I believe that one day I'll be able to break into the top ranks and just compete with them on equal footing.